Hi guys, so this is gonna be a continuation. But yeah, yeah. So this person, I'm definitely getting like the sun card. Whoever was telling this person to like be with you, go in this direction of yours. I feel like it was sent from God or the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what was going on with this person, but I keep seeing with the Nine of Swords here, like this person's overthinking. I definitely feel like, there's something about like how this person didn't want to see that you actually was the right choice, or maybe you were not right in some situation here. Use your intuition discernment, because if somebody was like dealing with a good person, maybe somebody was Chinese, okay, or somebody was like dealing with somebody who had a really good head on their shoulder, and they decided to like ruin this person's career. They had a better job than them, or they had a better a family situation, and they decided to. That doesn't mean that this is what I'm saying, okay, okay. So use your intuition discernment. Um, let's see. Let's get another card here. Let's see. What else for Sagittarius and their person here? So we have the Seven of Wands here. So obviously, there are a few people who don't like you and this person being together. The story of you guys' life. It kind of sounds it's a little odd though, because when I gave the example of like like you're the better option, you're the better fit. I don't know if these people know like where this person came from or anything like that, but I feel like intuitively like they know where this person was at, like incest, like it's kind of like Solomon Gomorrah, or like what's it called? What's that? I just watched it. Babylon. It's something like that, where it's like an incest pool or like a drug pool, cartel, stuff like that, scammers, And I mean, these people are like saying like to this person, "Oh, don't go that way." Who said that? I remember I did a read, and it was for Scorpio. So this could be a Scorpio that you guys are dealing with here. These people are manipulating, okay, somebody's story, or like why somebody didn't really go through with something here, with the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Wands here, and the Seven of Swords here. Look at that. I'm sorry. They're manipulating a story here. I feel like this is kind of bigger than you. I feel like you guys are like, well, I don't really want to hear this shit because, like, that's not my problem. But it's like, you're the empress and this person's the emperor. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really know if this person can like completely get away from these individuals, because it kind of feels like it's a little bit like wherever you go, I go, even though they're friends and family, or maybe just one or the other, So I'm not really sure what the situation is with this person, or I swear to God, bro. Yes, especially like a mother, a mother doesn't want to leave their side. They something about like these people have not went through the, I know I can type of energy by Nas. All right, they don't believe. They just keep like attaching themselves to this person here, and it's like anytime like they attach this person to them, like it's almost like these people are like, okay, well, I understand you want to be with her or be with him or like yada yada yada, but it's like I don't give a fuck though. Like it's kind of feels like this person needs to just be really rude and be like, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. To be quite honest, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all opinions, because y'all don't care. What y'all care is about like how you use me, how can you benefit from me. You know what I'm saying? What's the Nine of Swords? Because what's the Nine of Swords? You could be in a relationship here with the Nine of Swords, or this person's freaking out because they know that there's somebody else that's a better option for you here. This person wants to apologize, come back in your life and say they're sorry. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. And I mean, this person's scared. they're defensive because they've been down this road, they went through something like this, and something, obviously it didn't go right here. So I think this person's thinking about like maybe a fire sign here, because I really feel like whatever somebody promised them to, I'm not gonna lie here, like it was something that was like a huge, like, it took up a lot of their time. It's like, you know what, I could really show you something, and this person really went through something, or really like follow this person's word to have them show them something, and nothing came to fruition. Like nothing happened here. Okay, this person never moved. This person never worked in a group. Weren't wanting to work on any type of blueprints, or they didn't even try. You know, and this person, I feel like something took 8 years for this person to know, or something about eights. The number eight, eight could be a Libra. This could be a Libra here. The justice system, 8 days. It's like, yo, this took way too long. And I don't know how you feel about that, but something took way too long, you know? Um, I don't know. I feel like some of you guys are done like talking about a crosswalker too. Somebody maybe has mixed feelings or something like that. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but I feel like something is like, I'm really sorry. Yeah, it's a fire sign. It's a fire sign. And Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here, the King of Wands just popped out. The fire sign is fully aware of something. Like, ones, you don't even gotta say nothing to this new person or this person that wants to come back in your life here. Um, they know something about this person. They're like, oh yeah, this person fucked up. You can clearly see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person trusted the wrong person and they stayed in this situation too long. And that's why this person's like freaking out that, you know what, I'm not the best option, but I'm gonna still make my moves towards Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? And King of Wands is like, whoa, I mean, like, I would be a fucking idiot if I was just like, I know I'm swearing a lot, but anyways, they're like, I would be an idiot if I let this person take my Sagittarius, because it's like, I already proposed, I already like, did something like that. I want to be with Sagittarius. I'm closer to the throne than this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though this person's the emperor, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have nothing. You took way too long to like, sort whatever you need to sort out. And honestly, I feel like this person's like, it's not my fault. I'm not a secret. I mean, I feel like they're kind of like an asshole here, but they're smart though. It's like, bro, like, I feel like the King of Wands is like, I even feel for you. Like, it's kind of fucked up that this person or somebody would do something like that to you. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's get one more card. I don't even care. Yeah, we have the Five of Cups here. I don't know if you're gonna reject them or not. But you may decide to say no to this person, even though you're the right way, you're the light. You may decide to say no to this person with the Five of Cups here, because the King of Wands is here. The King of Wands wants to be in this the Four of Wands energy. It's marriage, It's having a stable relationship, having something, like to say like, hey, we are together. Yes, we are going down that road to like, a better relationship, or like wanting peace, Um, but yeah, I feel like this person can't get time back. And I think that's what's like really messing them over. And not only that, but like there's somebody else in your world. That's just like circling, like God or the universe or Apollo's just reminding this person, or Leo's reminding this person, like, I'm around, or this person's around. You know what I'm saying? And you really gotta like, because it's like you can't, like, after, like, for me, if this was for me and I found out like somebody just wasted my time, like, I would do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and trust that maybe Sagittarius or like, robbing me and stuff like that. But I wouldn't like push myself on to Sagittarius, because it was like, I'm homeless, like, or I don't have no money, I don't have all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, let me not be selfish, because I don't want Sagittarius to be in a situation like that. Like attracts like, right? So, I mean, I want Sagittarius, but if Sagittarius could wait for me, not every, not for a long time, it shouldn't be taking me like, a year or two for me to like get up my place or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Sagittarius could like just wait for me and understand what I'm, going through, then okay. But you know, that's not the way how this person's moving. This person is, I feel like they have a hard time cutting people off. Like it's clear your mother don't ever want to leave your side. Your mother's gonna get to this point where she's sick and tired of like the emperor rejecting him or her, you know. Um, People like don't care that the sun is like you are the highlight. They don't care. They just want to use this person, or they want this person to stay where they're at. They don't want this person to elevate. They're like, you're already the emperor. Like, what more do you want? And it's like, but I want a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't have a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't have a girlfriend. I can't have this person back. I can't get married. And they're like, no, fuck that shit. This kind of sounds like really like, it kind of sounds like what happens, And you know how your family be like, I disown you because you're with this guy, or you didn't marry like a black girl or like a white girl or a Spanish guy or whatever the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Your nationality. But it's a trick, They don't want you to go outside of the pool, even though it's way better than what they've been offering. They don't want to look at themselves and be like, man, you know what? I should have never married into my nationality. Like, this African American or this like Chinese person has something to offer more than my nationality. It has nothing against what, like, it has everything to do like what you want. And clearly somebody who had like these people had a mental thought like, oh, we got to stick together in some type of situation. It could be nationality, financially, stability, whatever. And it wasn't the right move. You weren't the right move. So whatever you were offering, that's what, you know, this person sees. It's clear as day, you know. And people are just like, I don't care. You gotta stick to the plan. But it's like, oh, y'all look homeless, or y'all still fighting, y'all still don't listen to each other. You know what I'm saying? And this person, they're free spirit. Everybody's just like, this person talks to individuals and they're happy themselves, you know. Let me get one more card. Yeah, they're just stuck. They're stuck. They don't know what to do. But you have a King of Wands on the way. And this person's just looking and they're like, honestly, I feel like this person's kind of numb to the person that you guys are inquiring about. They're just numb. They're just like, oh, fucking well. You know, like, no, like, you know, you want what you want. You should have went after it. Why are you following all these other people? Oh, because it doesn't matter. Go after what you want, especially if the universe or the God or a Leo showed you that this person was the way to go. You know how some people just cheat? You know what I'm saying? It's the King of Wands. Yeah, like, you know, I feel like some of you guys know about the ex-boyfriend as best friend situation, best friend air quote. Yeah, like sometimes I wonder, I'm like, so did the universe or God tell you like to like go with this girl because of, because she's white, And I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me, because I'm like, okay, well, she's Caucasian, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really into like, like nationalities type of situation. Like, if you guys know the history of like the people that I date, I don't really see the whole color and nationality. I'm inspired, I'm intrigued by the nationality, but at the end of the day, every time I get into a relationship with them, they all act the same. Like, we all talk, we all think alike, it's just their culture. That's pretty much the difference. But the best thing, the blessing that I had in my situation is they didn't bring their culture in a relationship. We were still going to the movies, having intercourse, doing all these things, like having fun and stuff like that, and it was still like Americanized. You know what I'm saying? So I always wonder, because I'm like, did the universe tell you to do this? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, is it because of her merits and stuff like that? But I'm like, it can't be her merits, because I'm like, the chick didn't like finish anything, she didn't finish college. She's doing things that are, like on the street, you know what I'm saying? Like, no judgment. We all know people like that, but it's like at the end of the day, they're lower ranked than me. So I don't understand like what's going on. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you are like that and that person's like that, then why not go with that person? You know what I'm saying? I totally looked at myself like as a higher, like, obviously. Because I wanted to finish school. I wanted to like go in corporate, and I did all of that stuff, you know? But not to be cocky, but it's just straight up facts, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to be over here and doing drugs and, go hang out with the hood and shit like that, go gossip about people, go think about jumping people and shit like that, cheating behind people's boyfriend and girlfriends, you know what I'm saying, while the bitch was in a relationship, I'm just like, hey, that's not my morals, that's not my values, but if that's what you like, that's what you like. You know what I'm saying? But I always wonder, I'm like, so did the universe or God tell you to go that way? Because if they did, then I mean, like, okay, whatever floats your boat, I'm not going to float no type of way because I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? And clearly you want that. Now, when you clean up your act and, when we get down to titles of you being Caucasian, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, is that something, that the universe, wanted you guys to do? Maybe you couldn't clean up your act because I was African American, you know what I'm saying? And you cannot see past my color because you associate me being African American with like drugs and, you know, jail and stuff like that, even though I was not entertaining any of that. It's like you're so simple minded, and maybe if you were with a Caucasian person, maybe you would look past, that you would look past that, her color and associate like white with privilegedness, and you would stop doing drugs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if the universe was like doing something like that. And it kind of ties into this read, because your person, they actually went through something drastic to like, make them realize that you were associated to a plan or object or morals or values, and that gave them a confirmation that, you know what, I do want to get married, this is the right person. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So yeah, it's a little bit different. That mine was like color and nationality, because we did talk about color and nationality. I didn't care because where my heritage is from and all that extra stuff, like, you know like, what I'm saying? I'm not white, but like, I'm not African, I'm not American white, I'm a white. My culture is white from a different country, so so they were like white from the South, I'm not like that. So yeah. But yeah, mine was color here. You guys is basically merits, okay? Marriage, career, all that good stuff. But since the four wands is here, it's about stability and relationship and unity, right? It's the Hierophant. So your person is just like I'm fucked, But with the Sun card here, it does make everything better, right? It does make everything better. That I feel like this person's just gonna be like, you know what, fuck it, like it is what it is. It happened, and I think they're gonna take the approach of like, okay, well, Sagittarius wait for me, but it all depends on like themselves, like are they willing to like be like the King of Wands? You don't gotta be like them, but it's like you willing to do the work like the King of Wands, like you willing to like self-love yourself, you willing to like help people out, you willing to like take care of your finances and be wise and be happy with the Sun card here, like Sagittarius, you know are you willing to do that? Are you willing to, yeah, let people follow you, but like, remember, like, you're on a throne, not these people, right? Unlike this person as the emperor, these people are attached to their hips, and they're like, oh my God, like, I'm really tired of these people. Like, you could look, but don't touch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could talk, but like, know that I'm taking it with a grain of salt, and that means, and know that I'm not going to take your advice, I'm like, every time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I with this advice, okay? Which means I can choose to take it or not. Let me get one more card for your person. Yeah, we have the King of Pentacles. Maybe you have two people come in your life as well. And we have the Emperor. So this is you. Maybe you guys dealt with the Taurus or Capricorn here. They're definitely not the option. I feel like you guys just cut this person off. He was like, nope. You're like, off with the head. And then next was the King of Wands. And we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you definitely lied. You did something, honey. Yeah, you manipulated something. I don't know, but it's gonna come out to a King of Wands that you manipulated something with an Earth sign to just maybe stop their funds, maybe stop their resources here. Because the King of Pentacles is a great provider. They're really good at business. You probably told this person to work with an individual here, and that probably was not the best idea. And you knew that. You just wanted to not fuck with this person. You wanted to be, or you was in the energy of the King of Wands energy. That's so funny because the person Like the ex-boyfriend's mom, she does have like the situation with an earth and a fire sign, you know what I'm saying? It's just more biological, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting because like the fire sign actually has a home and stuff like that. The earth sign doesn't. You know, he went through whatever, and I always got a feeling that his mom is just like such an asshole. You know, like he kept asking like my mom. I kept asking like my mom to like do this, like stop yelling at me, stop doing all this. Like I'm able to cognize what you're saying. You know, if you speak in a lower voice, like I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. You know, stop lying, stop doing this. And my mom was able to do that at some point. You know, she still does do it, but she's a little bit conniving. You know, she's a little, and this person, like, the one with the ex-boyfriend and his mom, like, she does it, but I always got a feeling like, even when she was like being nice, like, I always feel like she was manipulating things. Like, she just had an agenda, like, oh, you're not as tall, you're not as big, you didn't like, you went to college, you didn't get a house or something like that. Like, I always felt like she judged him. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I'm like, what's your problem? Like, did you wanted him not to like? You wanted him to finish high school and like get an apartment? Like, what happens if he want to go to college? You could, like, you did it, which like didn't get me nowhere because you got knocked up. Like, what did you expect, honey? I don't know your life story, but it's like I remember you telling me something like that, and I'm like, you got knocked up. Like, shit happens. You can't do things like what you can't do things like you want to do when you have a child here, especially if you don't got a good support system, as you were telling me. You know what I'm saying? So Um, I mean, honestly, this is a love situation, so I don't know. But I always felt like, she was on some other stuff, and I was trying to tell him, like, hey, like, I'll get the apartment, and I sure did. But then he turned on me and went in that direction of like, instant like gratification from his mom, and I'm like, we all know, or I knew that going in a direction, you get gratification from your mom from like kicking me out or like doing something that pleases her, but she will never like you at the end of the day, even if I mean, because that's what she doesn't like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really made up her mind when you were young, and you think things is gonna change now. Like, it's not gonna change. That's not the way how it works, honey. She can like you, but she don't like you as much as the other one. You know what I'm saying? That's what she likes. And you got to think about like what she grew up around. You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe she grew up around the King of Wands energy rather than the King of Pentacles. It wasn't a lot of stability, and the King of Pentacles provide for stability. King of Wands, not so much. It's about like knowing people. You know what I'm saying? Connect with people. They're funny. They're good with finances here. That's what she likes. You know what I'm saying? Look at the career that she's in. You know? So it's about selling, making people feel you have a good time, connecting with people. Like, come on, And I mean, like, hey, hey, whatever floats her boat, whatever floats their boat. But anyways, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna come out that you manipulated something because you didn't want to work with somebody anymore. Okay, I'm not really sure. I don't know what that is about. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh hey, and I thought you should know. So I don't know how that's gonna play out, but maybe that's gonna be your karma with the King of Wands. Okay, because the King of Wands may be like, ugh, I don't want to deal with this person. I'm gonna cut this person off, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's see. Let's just see how this all plays out.